Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Wel- Welcome to Hook and Stitch in Island Style. I'm Antoinette, your hostess, coming to you from Deer Island, New Brunswick, Canada, located in the Bay of Fundy. My co-host,
Oh,
where'd you go?
yeah, I don't know.
My
I'm
co-host,
back. Darlene from Nova Scotia.
and there's nobody here yet. If you're watching the replay, thank you. And we're just gonna be here for an hour and chat a little bit. I have an announcement to make. Um, and yeah, so Darlene, what are you working on?
Swatches.
Swatches.
Yeah, I did one. Too big. And I'm on my second one. I'm going to be I'm doing a class from Jill Wilcox, I believe her name is.
Yep.
Sorry if I missed that. And we're doing it on Lindsay Luchuk's Ladies Night Out. She's going to teach me how to size this for my body and to make it the way I would like to because it's pretty fit, like it's tight fitting,
Yep.
and I would rather it a little bit looser. So, so yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's last Monday of the month, the last Wednesday of the month is a class. It's only a couple dollars to get in, and there's actually really only a couple of us there right now. Hi, Dragon Cat.
Welcome in, Dragon Cat.
Yeah, so Lindsay was going to be in last week's class, but she had to do something with her mom. So, yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Hey, always good to improve your skills.
Yes, because there's like even like starting it off, you have to cast on and then bind off and then cast on right away, and then until you get so many stitches. So that's totally out of my knowledge range how to cast off and then cast back on.
Yes, with this market bag that you you cast off and put stitches back on using the backward loops cast. This one here says to use the backwards cast on,
Yeah,
which which
with
is real
Lindsay, she
easy.
likes you the knit cast on.
Welcome in, Zara. Welcome in,
Hi,
Dare.
Zara.
Everybody, bear with me. Have to bear with me. I welcome in, Susanna. Welcome in, Dare.
Welcome in.
Bear with me. I woke up with a migraine this morning. We had, and I'm gonna just ask you if you are a person that prays. Um, I need some prayers sent out to a family whose son committed suicide. Everything, the island is devastated. Um, 15 years old, and yeah, if you're not, send some healing prayers to the family because they're gonna need it. The
Yes,
whole island is
definitely.
just it's rocked the whole island. We're really a close-knit community, and, Barb was his bus driver. Welcome in, Melanie. Welcome in.
Welcome in.
So, yeah, we're gonna be here for about an hour. Thank you very much, Sarah. Um, and I woke up with a migraine this morning, so, welcome in, Michael. Welcome in. Yeah, it's rocked the island. There was no signs, and, they called me at 6:30 this morning when work. I didn't know at that time what had happened, and it's one of the guys I work with's oldest boy, and, we don't know details. I don't think I really wanna know. No parent wants to bury their child, let alone suicide. Um,
Yeah,
Thank you, Zara.
so sad.
So please keep this family in your thoughts and send them out into the universe there that they find
Mm.
somehow a way to
And
manage this.
community.
Yep,
And the community.
the whole community's grieving. I'm trying not to because I know what it is to lose a child, and it just and with suicide, so many kids today are in a bad place, and everything on social media and what they're dealing with.
Yeah.
I get them, Susanna. I've had chronic migraines for the better part of 40 years. I just get chronic migraines. Um,
You don't get them
but
too bad though. Like you don't get them to this extreme. I know you
welcome
get
in,
lots of
Ambien.
headaches.
A lot of stress. Dealing with a lot of stress. I got a lot of things going on, but this here, we come here to be community and to be happy. Michael, I have a question. I guess you didn't see my comment. Michael, where can I find your patterns at? I want to buy the pattern for that shirt and that blanket. So let me know. Um, I just take gel caps uh, for for Dragon Cat. The pills
Hey,
I the
Vita.
um but Michael, yeah, Mike, and feel free, you guys can drop your link. I don't have Nightbot set up, so just drop your link, and if you can't, my moderators will if you want to have your link drop, just put in the comment drop, and they will welcome in handmade,
Yeah.
and they will drop your link. But Michael, I want to buy those patterns, Mister. I'm actually working on a Tunisian project now. I had an itch to do Tunisian. I started. Um, I was doing this pattern. The video this I show my is coming out later today, but it's a vintage mittens pattern. And it's Tunisian, and
Oh,
when
that'd be nice.
well, I'm doing it again because this is welcome in.
Welcome,
Oh, okay,
Michi.
Michael. All right. Well, then I have the pattern. All right. I'll get with you. I'll email you on that. I'll uh I'll go to Pan. If you want to have Okay, thank you, Michael. Thank you. Yes, I want it because I want to put that blanket in my queue to do. I'm trying to line up my projects. Thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate it. So I really want to do that blanket. And I am actually going to be doing a fall make along, and it's kind of uh, it's it's going to be bags. I have some patterns I'm going to show, but it's going to be a bag make along, whether it's knit or crochet or Tunisian or sew. I'm going to do a bag make along, and my make alongs are always very lax and they're always very relaxed. Yeah, I'm gonna show you a picture of, couple actually, I have a couple knit bags, but I also have a crochet bag I've done. Actually, you guys have seen it. I
That
have
is
3
such
or
a
4.
pretty dress.
Oh, thank you, it's comfortable. Okay, Michael, you did a beautiful job. I like don't get me wrong, I have bought more than a dozen of Crystal's, uh, thumb drives when she had them, and then when she went to convert it to a digital file that she sent you. I've bought a dozen or more of those to gift to people, and I love
Oh, and
Crystal's
you have
patterns.
given a lot away.
But I like the look of your shirt. It looks more fabric. It doesn't look as heavy and dense as the crochet the traditional crochet version. I really like that shirt. I thought I'd make one for my son. I'm just getting out this other bag. Good morning, Marianne, aka Mama Wench. No, Michael,
Morning.
I have the utmost admiration for your work, dear. I really do. And as a member, I get to watch the tutorials and stuff that you have before everybody else. I think that's kind of neat. Yes, I'm a member of Michael's channel. I did not. Oh, cool, Zara. It's a holiday here tomorrow. Somebody reminded me that so Tuesday my boxes are posting, and the last of the last 6 prize packs from Podiversary Celebration. They will all, so that, and that means all my prize packs are out.
Yeah, mine will be going out this week.
Yep. So
I still need Perp's address.
yes, I will get that to you. I will email it to you today. My book out. Can you remind me who won? Because my brain isn't thinking. Who won? You have to send it to
Who?
you.
No, Perp is the only one I need.
Perp.
Her address is. I have the others. When I always say I won't be doing more than one project, apparently I'm kind of doing 2 projects.
I'm gonna send it to you right. I'm gonna email it to you right now.
Okay. Although I'm going to be doing them slow. So I'm doing that top I showed earlier, and now I have a head of one that I'm doing. She's going to be pretty cute. Her name is Mrs. Crow. And she's going to have a lot of wires, so she's going to have a lot of moving parts. But the head is the first thing you do. And I think my husband says she looks a little sneaky. Like she's going to steal like your baubles. Because crows like that. They like shiny things, don't they? So, yeah. Oh, Zara is like the queen of moderators. Thanks, everyone. I'm like oh, here, I'll show you the pattern. Well, not the pattern, but the picture. This is the pattern that she is. But I'm going to be changing like the color of the dresses. I'm going to make it more of like the colors that who it's for likes. She likes the moss green and that. And then I bought like some of these little. I apologize for that. And then I bought like these like kind of green beads to make like the necklace that goes around her neck. And then my niece, it's for my niece. She's giving it away for a Christmas gift. And where you can move her fingers and that, she wants me to make an item that will go between the fingers. I won't say what it is, but it's something that you put between the fingers. So I think she's going to be pretty cute. I hope so, Zara. Especially where she's giving it away to like it's her best friend. And even though my niece, which I find is funny when she asked me to do this, she does not like birds at all. She's scared to death of birds. And she asked me to make a crow. So I was thinking, okay, somebody who's so scared of birds wants me to make a crow. And then she explained that it's for her best friend. So it's like, okay. I've seen some of those. I think I've seen them mostly. The emotional support chickens are mostly crocheted, aren't they? I don't know if I've seen a knitted one. That'd be interesting. I do have one amigurumi knit that I want to try someday, and it's this cute little bunny. Like this whole book, which is pretty thick, is for that little teeny bunny. I just would need definitely that type of yarn for her. Oh yeah, that's in my queue to do, and that would be actually for me. Mm-hmm.
Bear with me, people. I'm just getting an address for Darlene, and I couldn't read my own writing.
That's why I always print. It's easier to print. My very first amigurumi was this little guy. I think I've come a bit of a distance between them. Yeah. Yeah, so Yoda was my very first amigurumi. And then like I think I don't know if he was my second or not, but then I made this little guy. His name is Jeep because he's for my husband who had a Jeep, and I thought he needed a little guy to put on his dash to keep him company. But he never did go into the Jeep, and now he's with the rest of the family that I've made. I have them displayed up here now. But you can only do amigurumi for so long because of the it's hard on it can be hard on the hands. Hi Tammy. Hi Lee.
Okay, all
Let's
done.
smash that bigger googie.
Oh, okay. And my husband
My
wants
pride
me
and
to show
joy.
you.
My pride and joy.
I did not make this. Okay, I got it. This beautiful guy was made by my big sister. And Dean loves him.
His his buddies. I'm working on his buddy now. His companion.
So, like, she did such an amazing job with this guy.
That was my
Although
second
still doesn't have a
full
name.
size.
Still doesn't have a name. You call him Harvey.
That was
Kevin.
from
Kevin the
that was
Kraken.
from Megan Lapp's Mythical Creatures book. I'm doing the one of the dragons now. It's a big dragon, comparable to the Kraken size. Thanks, Ari. Yeah, I bought some yarn just for that's actually Karen Simply Soft Speckle in the color Abyss, ABYSS, Abyss.
Which is a great name for a yarn for a Kraken.
Yeah, I made 2 Krakens, and I've made Falcor, which Falcor is going to be on his way to Scotland. That's his new home is going to be Scotland.
Wow.
Wendy McJanet won it, and Valcor's going on a long journey. I'm gonna make another one.
Yeah. I think I've only a couple amigurumis have I made two. One is your fawn.
Yep.
And the bunny, your bunny. I made myself a bunny, and I made my grandniece a. Oh, and I made three Olafs.
Yep. Amelia
Yours
and
is
Annabelle.
definitely the best Olaf.
My whole family's right up there, just loving on each other.
Yeah, the largest one I've done so far was definitely Tigger.
I love my Tigger. My Tigger's up there. Tigger bounce. Tigger's bounce.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, who's up for a make-along this fall? I was talking about it. Who's up for a make-along? It's going to be a bag make-along. I have some patterns here. I mean, you can do your own, but I have made or making all about one of these bags. I've got 4 patterns. Sorry, has a question. Let me right back. I gotta go get a tissue. Me nose is running.
I did make. I made a Coraline. If you know who she is, Coraline is from like a cartoon. I remember when she came out, my granddaughter loved it. We watched that movie at least 5 times in a row one day. It's kind of a cute movie. So she was the closest to a doll body, but I do want to try a doll body. I tried to do a test for a lady that was on Facebook, and she asked if I did any dolls, and like her head definitely is awful that I did. So I sent her a picture of some of my stuff, and I sent her a picture of the doll, Coraline, and she didn't pick me. So I figured it's her loss, because you want somebody to do your testing that's of different levels of their craft. But yeah, I do want to do a doll. I have some patterns that I'd like to do, but I haven't really done. Not really a body. No, but it's definitely on my wish list.
Sorry, but I had to run and get a tissue because my nose is. I don't know if it's just all the pool chemicals, allergies, the barometric pressure. I have no idea. So I'm going to go solo for a minute. I'm going to show you 4 patterns. Okay. And we can talk more about this. A friend of mine gave me this pattern. She made one, and I says, "Oh, I've got to have that pattern. Got to have that pattern." This is knit. It's a backpack.
Is it like a backpack?
It is. It's a backpack. You hold. Welcome in, Crochet Loving Leanie.
Welcome.
I thought we would do a bag for the fall. Okay. So I had this pattern here. This is done holding 2 strands of red heart together. I am in the process of making this one. This one is also, I have 2 knit, 2 crochet. This is just a market bag. Very simple. I'm doing that one in, I ripped it out. When you see the whips and finished objects video that'll be going out after this. I agree, Priest. I agree.
You're sweet.
Now you guys remember when I did that Venetian bag that was on Just Vintage Crochet? Now this is a pay for pattern, but it was like $2, $3. and it was a great experience to make this Venetian bag. It's 1990s Venetian bag. It's vintage. It used to hang on the door over there, but it's in plastic now with all my other stuff for whenever I get a chance. And you guys remember the seashell bag I made?
That's cute.
Welcome in, Purple Pepper. So, I'm going to be doing an official video, but I'm just announcing it here on the live that I'm just going to be having a very casual bag make along this fall, between September into November. Oh, Dragon Cat. Okay, well, we'll sending healing thoughts, and everything goes good. You'll be able to knit and crochet faster than ever once you get it all fixed. So I thought that would be a fun thing to do this fall. And then people want to send, because I have one, we're finishing up the broomstick cow. A lot of people are still working on theirs, as me. I just have to finish up. I only got about 15 or 20 more rows to do, and then I will be doing my trim to connect the pieces. And so I thought that would be fun to do. Another thing that's going to be coming up this fall, I am going to be doing we're doing the Happy Mail Advent Project again next year. But what I'm going to do different this year is I'm going to have a Zoom or a StreamYard for those that want to be involved. We can all talk and decide what would we like to do for next year for the Happy Mail Advent Project. I've had between 8 and 10 people. This is the third year that we've done it, and everybody seems to enjoy it. In fact, I had somebody say that if I wasn't up to doing it, that they would love to take it over if I just wasn't up to it. Of course, I'm up to it, but the more the merrier. The more the help is, and that was me and Mika from Bella Uncinetto, Christina. Hey, Christina. Because she's enjoyed doing it. Zara's done it every year. Darlene did it a couple years. And everybody seems to have, and there have been some great friendships that have been struck up because of this. And it's just a lot of fun to do. And I have some ideas for next year, but I wanted to have a Zoom because I'm going to close it out December 31st this year. I will be back from Australia by then. So I'm gonna close out December 31st. So come January 1, the people that are doing it can get their January 1 out, and so on and so on. So that's something else that's coming up this fall. Again, the month of December. Yes, I'm gonna be, hopefully, God willing. I haven't booked my ticket yet because I'm still trying to find the right price. I'll be gone like 3 weeks.
Passport.
Yep, I got my passport. Canadian citizen. And you'll have to excuse today. I am a hot mess today. Ooh, I'm a hot mess. But I will be doing some pop-ups while I'm over in Australia, and I am hoping, because I'm going to where Susanna from Not Ye Old Crochet is, and I'm hoping we can meet in real life. It would be so cool to be able to meet in real life. So she's in Perth, and that's where I'm headed to. I'm headed to Perth.
Oh, so you're gonna be? It's not like you're gonna have to travel far then.
Nope. And Vicky, my friend over there, Vicky, she's like a little sister because we've known each other, like I said, almost 40 years. I'll tell you, 1991 is when we first started talking. And we talked via, back in the day when they had the AOL chat thing, and we used to fax back and forth, and then my first trip over there was in 1999. They were getting ready for the 2000 Sydney Olympics because I was in Sydney too. And then I went back again in 2006, 2000, and 2008. They were over here for my wedding. So I'm going back. This will be my fourth trip. So yeah.
Yeah, we want to do a cruise, like an Australian cruise.
Oh,
which the cruise would have been really nice, but it's the airfare to get there is
yep.
would be more than the cruise. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Well, I've been pricing tickets and I'm on like track flights. But right now the tickets are right between 3 and 3,400. I missed the opportunity to get them back down to 25, but I didn't want to book and not have my passport. Something happen, and then I'm on a non-refundable flight. First class is out of my price range, like $22,000 round trip. First class, I don't think so.
yeah. As Suzanne, you meet her, she's the same as she is right now. Her person, she's so beautiful, inside and out.
She needs new glasses. That Michael, that would be quite a trip. Well, I'll tell you, Suzanne, I'm
Yeah,
looking at possibly going in November rather than December, like the middle of November and coming back the 1st or 2nd week of December because the price is there. That's like the low peak time for price. So I may
yeah.
actually go then. I've got to be there for December 10th. That's my wedding anniversary, and that's when we're going to have the memorial service for Warren over in Australia. Welcome in, Steve. Welcome in.
Yeah, Michael, that's what we want to do too. We'd like to do a world cruise.
So, I'm excited. And again, it may be the last time I get to see, I mean, let's face it, I'm not getting any younger. I'll be 64 coming April. Don't get me wrong, good Lord willing, I have quite a few years left on this earth, but, it's a cost, and yeah, so oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you, priest. Oh my god, thank you. Somebody asked me why I don't have the memberships on, now that I'm monetized at the first level, why I don't have memberships. 2 reasons. I do my membership through my Ko-fi shop, and I have some new members, and, they're the Island Yarnies. I've got 1 level. Doing it through Ko-fi, um, I get, the only fees taken out are, like, PayPal fees or Stripe fees. That's all it's taken out, whereas YouTube takes a large percentage of your memberships. Not only that, um, if you gift memberships, you see these channels that gift memberships. That's how I ended up a member on Michael. Somebody gifted it, and I won membership, and I had already signed up, so it just continued on. Um, and the creator doesn't get anything for the gifted memberships. What it does, welcome in, Granny D. What it does do is you hear my alarms going off? Somebody's, we have somebody coming in. We're getting ready to clear cut the front. We can't sell our property over there because it's landlocked. So we decided we're going to clear cut her. We're opening the view right to the water. It's going to be completely open right to the water.
So you can't sell it. Oh, that's awful.
Well, we were going to put it on the mortgage. That's all we were going to do. But so we'll clear cut it. We're going to have a better view. We're still leaving the trees up. Where we have some trees over there. We have bald eagles that are there every single year because they mate for life. Those trees we're leaving, but the trees to the right of it, we're taking out the big, tall, mature trees. 'Cause there's still a lot of trees. I have to do a property walk around and do. It's been a while. Um, that we're gonna do. It gives our guy winter work, and then we have some trees on that side. So literally, it opens up, and you've got all praise. Thank you. Yes, the people that come here, my fiber family members, they are the best. I have a wonderful fiber family. Wonderful fiber family. Oh, there we go, fellow Nova Scotian. I see. Here's Clam Cove. Then we got a little tiny peninsula here called Minks Point Bar. On the other side of that is the Bay of Fundy, and that is my view all the way through. I see Eastport, Maine over here. Over to the right, it's St. Andrews. So I mean, I've got a big old view.
I
So
thought you could. Hi, Jeanette. I thought you could make a from the other street there. If you could cut
That's
into.
we found out. We talked to the surveyors who were going to come and survey the property. We would have to get 2 right-of-ways. 2. And the one is a cousin, we wouldn't have a problem. The other one is a 100 by 100-foot piece of property that my cousin tried to buy because the house that was there burned down a few years ago, okay? And that's a whole long story behind that, but she refuses to. She can't do nothing with it. She can't build a house because now you need an acre of ground for a septic tank. It's not grandfathered in. She wouldn't sell that 100-foot by 100-foot piece of property.
Wow.
Yes, well, that's just it. Hold on a second. Sis, talk to them. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna
Oh, it is a gorgeous view.
Tell them about your experience there.
My what?
Your experience when you went and visited.
Oh, yes. What was it? June of 22. I went there, and her views are $1 billion view. Like you hear like the $1 million view, hers is $1 billion view. It's just gorgeous there. It's and the sun sets in the back. And she can actually see Maine from her back deck where she has the pool. So I know a lot of you have seen pictures of her pool. And when I was there too one time, we rode on the back deck and the deer, they come right up to her. She was tossing out big carrots, like throwing out the big carrots. And there was one that actually hit one of the deer. I think I got a video of that actually. It was pretty funny. But yeah, it's a shame that she couldn't sell that little piece of land, and like too bad they couldn't like just kind of extend their driveway to go down there, but then you'd have a shared driveway, and if it's somebody that you don't really know, then I don't think you'd want to share a driveway that way. But yeah. What's everybody else working on anyway? Hi, Janice. Hi, Mimi. Oh, I didn't see Demetra. Hi, Demetra. Tutorial items. Yeah, Jeanette, you're not too far from me, Chester. We're just outside of Lower Sackville. A pullover.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to put the heathens out to the bathroom. While I was out there,
A Mary Maxim. Mary Maxim. I actually ordered the sock every quarter. You get like one of those sock things. Kit.
sock kit.
Yep, I ordered that. I
Hi,
don't know when
Suzanne.
the first one comes, but yeah.
I actually grabbed the 2 bags that I made.
Nim Pearl.
This is the Venetian bag.
Hi, Suzanne. Oh,
The flowers are kind of flat right now because it's nothing. It's done with motifs that you connect, and then you do the bottom, and then you go up to do the top. It's got a drawstring. Okay.
yeah, you did a wonderful job on that.
And I just did this with kitchen cotton. I didn't have anything else, but actually it's a pretty sturdy bag. I mean, it's a good sized bag. And really, once I finished the motifs, it wasn't that bad. And she has a tutorial for this. I had that one that I did. I have all this stuff in bags because when I have a sale there, I'm going to put this stuff all in for sale. I'm trying to clear out not only yarn, but all these finished projects I have. Well, I missed somebody. Mimi's here. And Mimi, your package is on the way, dear. And this is the shell bag I did. This was done with Karen Cotton Cake. These bags are from Temu. I use them for shipping. And this was the shell bag I did.
Yeah, that's so cute.
So, if I'll do the official announcement video. If anybody wants this, and they can always, because this free pattern. This was a free pattern from Your Inspirations, I think.
Do they ever have like little fairs there that you could sell? Take your stuff and sell it at a fair?
We used to, not anymore.
Because like Christmas is coming. You're going to start seeing the Christmas fairs. You should try to get a table.
I have my yard sale. I might put some out. No, Mimi, she's Nova Scotia. She's Canadian.
Oh, me, yeah. I'm in Nova Scotia.
And just so you all know, I talk about Lindsay from the Eco Chic. Lindsay is Canadian born, Toronto. She's a Canadian.
But right now she lives in Maine now.
I am a dual citizen. I am both Canadian and American.
And we are
but I identify as Canadian. That's all I'm saying. Morning. Good morning, Demetra, aka Slug. I can't. I do want to say, I want to thank everybody.
Oh, nice.
That has been with me for 5 years. Those that just came. Everybody that was watching my videos and continues to watch my videos to try and get me to the next level, the final monitor up to 4,000. I can't express. I really words. I can't express it. My heart is overflowing to the point where I get, well, good morning, Denise. Good morning, Cindy.
Morning. Afternoon.
You guys have made my world. There's a bright spot in my world again.
Well, I think it shows you're a very special person.
No, I'm just me. But
no, you are.
No, I'm just me. When I started this channel, it was to share my love of knitting and crocheting and of where I live, my island. I know it's not my island, but this is my piece of the island, and I like to share where I live because it's such a unique and very wonderful place. I had so many tourists say to me on their way to Campobello, they said, they were coming back from Campbell and they said, "Oh my gosh, we had no idea Deer Island was here and this and that." And I said, "That's our best kept secret. We are the best kept secret of the West Isles." I said, "Graham and Ann and Campobello are very touristy. I mean, very touristy. Lots of people."
Well, I think Graham and Ann is actually attached to Maine by.
Nope, that's Campobello. That's Campobello. Oh my. Michael, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. I don't know what I inspire other than craziness.
Love.
Michael, thank you. Thank you.
Love, friendship.
And so everybody knows this goes back into the channel. I'm working on, I know a lot of people have for super chats and super stickers and all that, they do a monthly, everybody that donated goes into either a bucket or a wheel or what have you. I'm going to do something like that, but I don't want to copy everybody else. I'm trying to do something different. And then the winner of that will get a little something from me, whether it's something I made, whether it's yarn, whether it's a gift card, something. I enjoy paying it forward. I'm not a rich woman. I work hard. Um, exactly, Granny D. Exactly. But I try to pay it forward. I know a lot of people that come to my channel are on fixed incomes. I know a lot of people on my channel that come to the channel um, aren't able to, they see all these huge yarn stashes. I've talked about mine. Mine's overwhelmed me. That's why I had the first couple of sales last fall, and I'm going to do, and one earlier this year, and I'm going to do another one. But everything I bought is always on deal. My husband used to laugh and say he was going to
Another
put.
one.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you, Mimi. Thank you. My husband used to say that he was going to put on my headstone. She refused to pay full price because I don't care what it is. I look for the best deal. I will wait for something to go on sale before I buy it. I bought my Chalgu needles. I waited 2 years.
Yeah,
I've
love
got,
her chat.
see, that's just it, Jeanette. These people, and that's why I don't call, you're not subscribers. You're Fiber family members because we are a family. We are a community, and we're here to support each other. Look, all of us in one way or the other have had some rough times. I mean, you guys, I'm very transparent about, the loss of my son, the loss of my husband, um, and the loss of my fur baby. And you guys were here for me. And believe it or not, you guys have helped me. I think I was away a month, maybe last year. But you guys are help me keep my mind sane. It's something to look forward to. That's why I started doing. I wanted to have a regular live on my 5 days off. For now, when I'm retired, hey, watch out, man! All bets are off. We could go live every day. You never know. But I wanted to have something consistent, so I do the live on the Sunday. Unless there's something happens, I might move it to Monday or something, or I try not to have to cancel it. So twice a month, I do a scheduled live. A lot of times, hey, I'm spontaneous. I am a spontaneous person. Pop up. The other night, 1:00 in the morning, I'm thinking, I wonder if I went live, if somebody would be on and, just sit here and just crochet and stuff, or knit or whatever I was doing because I couldn't sleep. A lot of nights I can't sleep, but I force myself because exactly, Michael, exactly. And watching you when you went through that, my heart, I mean, my son is close to me like you are with your mom. And there's some things going on in the background that heart is heavy. And my daughter-in-law and I she's working. We're it's in God's hands. I put it in God's hands. That's all I'm going to say. But my son and I are very close. And my two boys used to say, they were talking about I'm in the room. They're talking about me saying, well, what are we going to do with mom when she gets to be, old and forgetful? And my one son said, well, she'll come with me. I'll take care of her. My other son says, we'll find the best nursing home for her.
Yes,
You know,
tomorrow is on 9:00 my time.
and I can actually be there because it's a holiday here. Everything's closed. But you see, so Michael, my heart, and the blanket. Oh my God, I teared when you showed that blanket. That teared me up. And I told a lot of people, just like the lady, Kathy. You hear me talk about her, my fisherman friend, the lady I play cards with. I told her about that, and it's just like, it touched everybody. I told about that blanket because it's something that affects pretty much every family at one time or another. And I love the message behind the blanket. It really is. Oh, exactly, Mimi. Look, I actually had. Let me tell. Don't tell anybody. I'm gonna give you a little. You guys know I work on the ferry, right? And I see the same people every day. Well, our first mate came to me and says, "You know that guy that picks up all the scrap metal and stuff like that has the dually?" I says, "Yeah, I know." He goes, he was saying, he was telling me, he goes, "Hey, she's a pretty good looking woman," and 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 God bless Ralph turned around and said, She's married. And he goes, well, her husband passed away. She's married. And I said, ugh. But somebody asked me, where I get all my energy at, and I said, I don't know. I said, I don't have as much as I had 5 years ago, and
I don't know. You
and
have so much more
man, I'm
than
gonna
I
be
do.
64 in April, and they said, no way. I said, yeah, white hair. They said, no, that don't count because young girls are dyeing their hair white. Oh, Granny D. When I was a student nurse, when I was doing my RN training, I worked in a nursing home. It was a private Catholic nursing home. And I had a couple of residents that probably were a lot like you. It was a good experience. I learned so much. Thank you, Melanie. Hey, see this? Okay, they're talking about rehab. This family that we have, that was my heart rehab this past year and a half.
Mhm.
My heart rehab this past year and a half. So you have been my nurses and my caregivers and my soulfuls, spiritual. I was broke, and you guys helped fix me.
I told Dean that when I come off of these lives and all that stuff, I feel invigorated. Thank you.
Thank you.
It just makes me feel good.
Well, that's what I try to do. That's why I try to keep it happy. I know there's sadness in everybody's life, but I try to keep it happy. Michael, I started going gray at 22 years old. And by the way, Michael, I know some men look good bald. They do. If they have a nice round head. Yes.
I got one
Yes.
right there.
Yeah. Dean, yep. Dean looks good too. Michael, no, you look good. You look good. And thank you for your service, Michael. I'm a big military supporter. Thank you very much for your service.
Oh wow, definitely.
I have a poppy on the side of Warren's pickup about this big. It's a magnetic poppy that I have year round because I love my military and I support my military. I really
They're
do.
extremely important to our countries.
Yes. Would you two be quiet? Oh, the kids, honest to God.
They want to be part of your life.
No, they're barking because the deer are outside and Barb's outside with Cody.
Oh, I was telling them I told them about when you were feeding them, throwing the carrots at them when I was there, and one got it in the head.
Yeah. Thank you for your service, Janice. Thank you very much. Yes, God bless our men and women of the military, both countries. My husband was military. My father, I come from a military family. My grandfather fought in both World War I and World War II, and they were immigrants. I actually have my great grandfather's military draft card, his sign up card. I have that when I did my research. Yeah, I've got a lot of that stuff.
I'd laminate it. And my grandfather, I think, is the only one I know of in my family. My mom's dad.
I wanted to go into the Air Force. Okay. And you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh. When I was a senior in high school and they have the big career day and stuff like that, I wanted to go into the Air Force because they would help pay, because I wanted to be a doctor. Okay. Not just a nurse. I wanted to be a doctor. And I picked the Air Force because they had the nicest female uniforms. You're sure not laughing? What's the matter, Cindy? Oh, it just, I was an academic in school. I was very much into my academics. I mean, I've been back to college 4 times since I graduated high school. I hold 3 college degrees. But my mom, I went home and told mom, I said, check this out. So I'm showing her the pamphlets and stuff like that. And, you know, I wanted to go in the Air Force because they pay for my college. I was the oldest of 7 kids. Mom and dad couldn't afford to send me to college. Exactly. Exactly, Michael. Exactly. My uncle was a Navy bud. He was a budsman. He was a diver, Uncle Bill. But I showed mom and I says, "Mom, look at these uniforms. Don't they look great?" And my mother looked at me and she said, "Antoinette, you don't pick a career based on uniform." So well, long story short, I had got engaged right out of high school to be married, my high school sweetheart, and we were planning on getting married the following summer. Uh, Surprise! Pregnant. Christmas Eve, 1979. And, so that kinda put off me going to the military. I did go to nurses training. I took 1 year off, and after I had Anthony, I took 1 year off, and then I went back and finished my RN, and in the meantime, guess what? Got pregnant again. So, but I did finish my training. Thank you to all military families,
Yes.
the Gold Star families, everybody. Thank you so much. I think that's why I became a volunteer firefighter and first responder because it's my way of at least giving back and helping protect my community. I think that's maybe why I did that. Um,
And plus, Warren was also too, right?
well, yeah, Warren was on the island here. It's all volunteer. We have the same. We're constantly training. I have more training coming up. I'm going to be getting my certification in pyrotechnics. In other words, fireworks. I have classes coming up for that. Yes, Cindy, exactly. My grandson is in the Army. He's in the U.S. Army.
Oh.
See, we got a lot of. Thank you all. Thank you all your families for your service. For those that gave the ultimate. See, Michael. Michael met Panda because of the Navy, and you guys have been together ever since. I mean, that's 23 years. That's a long time.
Hmm.
That's a long time. I have to laugh because my son's name's Anthony, and I call him Anthony, but he goes by Tony. I'll always call him Anthony. Unless he's in trouble, then it's Anthony Robert Paul. And if I call him in Italian, he really knows he's in trouble. Antonio Roberto Paolo, he knows he's in trouble. Mom is mad. Mom's fixing to kick some butt. You know, see, this is what I love about the community. This is what I love about this community. My migraine is starting to subside. I needed more caffeine to help boost the gel caps. So see that everybody can walk away from here, hopefully feeling good and knowing that something you said might have hit that right. You know, like I say, hug, smiles, and happiness. Be the light. You know, pass around, make the world better place each and every day. Be the light in somebody's dark day. Exactly, Michael. Yeah, I was gonna name my son Antonio. My mother said, "Don't do that to him." He's named after me. But I truly mean it. You may say that one thing that a person that's been struggling or having a hard time, and it gets through. It puts a light on for them. You know, and when I say those words, they're not just words. I mean it. Everybody says that all I ever do is smile on the boat ferry. They say, "Man, we always see you." They call me Sunshine, Happy Face. I get all kind of nicknames, but they said
Well, it's
you're always
better than what
smiling.
you call yourself.
Hey, I am the OB. Um, and I said, first of all, it takes more muscles to frown. Okay. And I said, I smile because what's the alternative? Be a cranky old coot? No, I'll
That's
smile.
what I say.
I smile because I want people to feel good. I've had most of my life has been a public job, whether it was nursing, trucking, home care, the store, you know. Smile. And I miss having my own teeth because, yes, this is a plate, my upper plate. I had medicine that ruined my teeth, but I still smile. In fact, there's only been a few people that have seen me smile without my plate in, and it's just a joke I do.
Yeah. It's
Again, I don't there's nothing to I'm pretty transparent, you know, I have no
yeah.
problem admitting my age, my weight, nothing. This is who I am. Take me or leave me. Love me or hate me. I don't care. Um, I want people to know this is who I am. If you want anything different, uh, my husband told when my husband first met my mother, he was staying at the hotel. We're very respectful. Staying at the hotel. I was 42 years old. 42. And he said, took his hat off in hand. My mother was all of 4'10". My husband was 6'2". And and said, "Mrs. Smith, what you see is what you get. If you're looking for anything more, sorry, can't help you." And that is how he met my mother. After he took the back and kissed the back of her hand. No, Michael. Exactly, Michael. Exactly. Somebody needs mom. Look, you guys have seen me. Exactly. Exactly, Susanna. You guys have seen me pretty much at the lowest one of the lowest points of my life last year. You did. Um, Next month, every year. It and people say, "Why would you call that an anniversary?" Because I remember that day. It's burned into my memory. It cut a
Yeah.
piece of my heart off. You lose a child. It's not the right order of things. So every year, particularly at that day, I remember that's the day my life changed. It did. I buried my youngest child. You don't get over that. You don't. So I'm I'm celebrating that he is in a better place. He's not suffering anymore and struggling. I made no bones he died from a heroin overdose after being clean for 8 years. It was laced with fentanyl, okay?
Yeah. And there's an
And
that's an awful pandemic there.
and the thing is, I tell his story because if it saves one person, then his death wasn't in vain. Okay, so I'm very anti-drug, yes, and but it's hard. And each year on this channel, yes, Mimi, I remember him. Um, and it's I do a short blurb on that day, but it's just to people acknowledge him. You know, I won't quit talking about Warren. I won't quit talking about Donnie. I won't quit talking about my fur babies because guess what? They were a fact of life. They were here.
They
They were
were
part of
part
my
of
life.
your life. They were your life.
You know, and you don't quit talking about somebody just because they're no longer physically here. They're all around me.
No.
They're
And
all
they're
around
always
me.
here. They're always here.
Yep. Warren's been here because Dana stopped by the other night. I was going to help him with his CPP. He messaged me the next morning because I had given him one. Him and my cousin, I gave a lot of Warren's clothes to because they were the same size. They all worked on the ferry. So I had given him this jacket that Mom had bought Warren, and Dana wears it proudly. Well, Dana had a wooden cross that he's carried with him for decades, and he lost it. He couldn't find it. And he messaged me. He said, "Remember that cross?" I said, "Yeah, I remember." He said, "I found it. It was in the pocket of Warren's coat." He'd only worn that coat twice. It was in the pocket. Oh, my fur babies were Bella and Valeria. These two are Kiva and Gracie, but Bella and Valeria, I had Bella 13 years and I had Valeria for 9 years.
And
They
then
were
these two
my
are like two and one.
1 and 2, yeah. I they helped get me through. I was trucking at the time, working the gas wells, and for about 6 months, my from the time I found out my son had passed away and I had his service, I was off work 6 days. I went back to work because if not, I probably would have went around the bend. I was at home. It was crazy. I was on the verge of a total complete mental meltdown. Obi, don't you start.
I just saw it
And
too.
so I went back to work. I literally have 6 months I don't remember. The first 6 months after that happened, I don't remember much. I remember it was in February, I was in a rest area, and I had a complete meltdown. Bella and Valeria were the ones that kept me going because I had to get up. I had to take them to the bathroom, I had to feed them, but that's about all I did. Stop. Stop. Hold on, I've got to spank OB2 here. I've got to spank OB2 being bad. But, again, there. That's why I have this channel. And the more I've talked to a lot of people off channel, like we've done like private stream yards and Zooms and stuff like that, whether we were knitting, having a knit night or doing something like that. And yes, I know we need to do another knit night. And I have made some great friendships, and we've had some great discussions. Things that we don't discuss on the channel. I gladly talk off public, the public platform, because I think there's a time and a place for things. And whether it's politics, religion, state of affairs in the world, what have you, that is all off the public platform, which is the way I think it should be. People ask me a question, yes, I'll answer a question. People have asked me my beliefs. I believe in God, I believe in family, I believe in country. That's my beliefs. And if somebody doesn't, that's their right. And if they want to have a discussion, I'll gladly discuss off channel. I am willing to listen and discuss and be grown up and all that good stuff. On the boat, I don't know how this happens. We'll be working our 5-day shift because you all know that I do brunch on Sundays for the crew. I don't know how it happens, but we sit there, we start talking, and it always comes around to food, recipes. Yeah. Amen, priest guardian, amen. We start talking about food, recipes, and all this other stuff. And I said last week, I said, why is it we always end up talking about food? We do.
Everybody loves food. That's one thing you can agree on.
In an Italian home, the kitchen is the heart of the home. It's the heart of the home. My grandmother taught me that. It is the heart. She says, you make sure they have a full stomach. You said, you make sure they don't leave that, and this is her. You make sure they don't leave that table hungry, and you're always sending them home with leftovers. I actually, when I was up the store there, and I helped move a dresser and stuff on Friday, I picked up the polenta paddle that my great grandfather hand carved, brought it over from Italy to the States. And I have that polenta paddle. A lot of history, a lot of polenta was stirred with that. If people don't know what polenta is cornmeal mush that's spread out on a board, and then spaghetti sauce and the meats and everything is poured on top of it, and you eat. It's very filling. I don't like it because I don't like cornmeal mush. Exactly. Well, Melanie, that's my specialty. I can say one thing. I am a good cook. I am a good cook. And that was through necessity. At 17 years old, my father said, I'm never going to get rid of you. You're never going to find a husband because you can't cook. I couldn't boil water without burning the pot. I got married at 18, had a baby at 19. I had my family. I started learning how to cook. I come over to the house one day, fixed my dad liver and onions, mashed potatoes, the whole bit. He said, by God, daughter, you have learned to cook, and good cook. And then when he had my sauce, he said, your sauce is better than your mother's. He said, my sauce is better than my mom's. My ex-husband used to trade my sauce for car parts. Because I used to make the sauce. I make 32 quarts every other month. Wintertime, I do it every month. I do 32 quarts of sauce. I would put it in containers and in the freezer. So I just have to go down, grab a thing of sauce, and the longer it's there, the better it tastes with all the spices. Exactly, priest. And I just add some crushed tomatoes, or if I had canned tomatoes, my homemade, I add it, and I had a meal. I went in to get make spaghetti one day. Went in the freezer. I had one container of sauce, and this freezer was full. He goes, "Oh, I traded it for car parts." Well, I'll tell you, if we are able to do the retreat up here sometime in the future before I leave this world, I will make a traditional homemade macaroni and all, because I have a pasta machine, commercial pasta machine. I will make a full homemade Italian supper. Yeah. I do bake some Italian. It's mainly the Christmas cookies and stuff. In fact, I actually had somebody ask me if I would teach them how to make the pizzelles, waffles. And I said, yeah. I, you know, this was somebody that was telling me how to cook Italian because she's only half Italian. And she's telling me, I says, no, that is not traditional. That doesn't go in the sauce. We never put sugar in our sauce. Well, see, Demetra, I love to cook. I love the prep work and the cooking, but my favorite part is the presentation. That's my favorite part is the presentation. To me, presentation is everything. You know, you make it look appetizing, make it look inviting. So I do the little sprigs with maybe some dill or parsley or something, like that, making it look and everything's arranged on the plate. Yeah, I'm weird. I'm weird that way.
My
I am weird that
special
way.
dish is sweet and sour meatloaf.
Yeah, I make sweet and sour meatballs. I
And
do homemade sweet and sour sauce.
yeah, I do mine homemade.
How
It
do you
just
make
has
yours?
ketchup, brown sugar, and vinegar.
There's no ketchup in the recipe I have for sweet and sour sauce. It's brown sugar, white vinegar, soy sauce,
Mm.
Yeah,
and
I could
water.
try that.
It doesn't get that red look to it. It's
More of
and
a
I
brownish.
oh Mimi, so thank you, Tammy, for being here, and let me know when you get your package. I packaged it really good to make sure something in there didn't get broke. Have a wonderful day.
Have a nice day.
Suzanne's favorite part is eating. Yeah. No, that's great. But so, yeah, and a knitting a retreat up here on the island is not totally out of the picture. It's not totally out of the picture. Especially since one of the guys that's in the Chamber of Commerce with me, him and his husband are they're making this whole glamping experience up there. They're building all it's going to be great. And Mark and Roland are wonderful. I just love them to death. They're just two great guys. Okay, Cindy, thank you so much.
Okay.
Have a wonderful day. If you're in the States, happy Labor Day.
And if you're in Canada, happy Labor Day.
Yep, we do celebrate Labor Day up here. On the island, we celebrate a lot of the U.S. holidays because we're so geographically close. Love you too, sweetheart. Love you too.
Yeah, there's a priest and I were talking the other day to our New York friends, saying like how some of our
Holidays.
holidays match.
Don't mind me. I'm just off
But
camera for a minute.
like our next one is Thanksgiving, and that's October. But the U.S. Thanksgiving is in November.
Last Thursday in November.
Yeah, and ours is the first Monday. No, second Monday in
October.
October. I should know that because it's usually my birthday.
Yeah, I think. Oh, actually, today's September 1st. I got to change all the calendars.
Oh, I didn't change the calendar out in the hallway.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I've been showing you guys every month when I change the calendar. Look at the calendar for this month.
Oh, adorable.
Ginger is an energetic and loving. She loves her ice cubes and any treats, but especially the frozen chicken feet. Ugh. She loves her time at the dog park and always greets us at the door like it's the first time she's seen us. She's in Ontario. How cute.
Oh, is that the one I gave you?
Yes. In my room here. Thanksgiving's on
What?
October 14th. October 14th.
What?
That's my sister's birthday.
What, Thanksgiving's October 14th?
Yeah, this year.
Oh, so my birthday's on a Friday this year. Oh. Interesting.
Yep, it's Thanksgiving. Yeah. And my son's passing falls on Mental Health Day. Welcome in, Morgan Mandy.
Morgan Mandy, hello.
Your package, your 2 winnings will be going out this week, my dear. You're in the second batch going out. But your stuff's coming out too. All my winners. I used to love that show, Morgan Mindy.
Oh,
Robin
yeah.
Williams was a genius. He
Nanu.
Yep. Nanu. I one of my favorite movies with him. I mean, I love Mrs. Doubtfire, but he was in the movie where what was the name of that movie? He became a doctor.
Oh, and he had a clinic.
Yep. The Gesundheit Institute.
Was that wasn't Awake? Or Awake?
No, that Awakenings was another good movie he was in.
Yeah.
Alexa. Oops, Alexa's upside down. Yes.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Alexa, what movie was Robin Williams in portraying a doctor?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Robin Williams played a doctor in the 1998 movie Patch Adams.
Patch Adams.
Patch Adams, yes.
That was another good movie.
Yeah, What Dreams May Come. That was really good.
Yep. He was a great loss. He really was. None of us knew he was suffering in welcome in, tie-dye. You're going. Yep.
Yeah, he had bad depression. A lot of comedians, I think, do.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Well, a lot of people. Humor for me is a defense mechanism.
Oh, it is, and I think everybody has their own range of depression.
Yep. And if I missed anybody coming in, welcome in, everybody. If you're watching the replay again, thank you. No, it's I Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh my gosh, he was so funny, and I loved him in Birdcage.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, him and Nathan Hale. I loved him in Birdcage. I watch that movie any chance I get.
Yes.
He was just a genius. He just was funny. And even in a semi-serious role.
I can't remember. I believe it was him in the one. Oh, what was that one called?
What was it? What was he portraying?
It was like a little bit of a crazy institution. It was a house where he ended up biting a dog's ear off or something. Was it him or was it somebody else?
I know he was in a movie called Camera or something like that.
24 Hour.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember.
He was a bit of a psycho in that one.
Dead Poet Society.
Yeah, he was good in that one also.
And I loved him in Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh yes.
Good morning, Vietnam. And he was just all over the place. I can hear them whimpering. Honest to gosh.
Oh, they're whimpering now?
Yep. Now they're barking. I'll open the door because they're gonna want to come in. Yes, I'll open the door. Come on, girls. You want to say hi to everybody? Come on. You want to say hi?
Yeah, I can't think. For some reason, Gilbert Grape keeps coming in my head, but it's not Gilbert Grape. Oh, Gracie.
That's Gracie. Gracie's 2. She is a field golden retriever. She took after her mother. Kiva took after Daddy. She's the blonde.
You can always tell her because she's darker than Kiva.
Yes. Golden retrievers have a tremendous need for being they're just sooks. You need a bath. You smell bad. You need a bath and a brushing. Say good morning, everybody. Say good morning. Give me paw.
Good girl.
Here, give me paw. Good girl.
Can they catch?
Yes, she does real good. Gracie on the other, Kiva on the other hand, just stands there and lets it hit her in the head. Like I
Yeah,
said,
that's like we have a little dog next door, and she her name is Gracie also,
where's Sissy?
and
Where's Sissy?
she whenever she sees us, she'll be whimpering and all this stuff. We have dog treats. We don't have a dog, but we buy dog treats for her
Yeah.
next door.
We feed the neighbors.
And whenever she sees us, if we pull it, she starts whimpering. If she's inside the
Yes,
house,
what?
they have to let her out so she can get her treat.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was
Oh,
he
what
was in The
that
Shine.
there's Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. Yeah, I have that. I actually had that movie on VHS. I gave all my VH movies and DVDs away, with the exception of a few DVDs. My Star Trek Blu-ray collection I didn't give away because I'm a Trekkie.
No,
Gracie,
it
set it down.
wasn't Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, I
Men
know
of Honor.
Snow Dogs, but wasn't that one? No, it was in like it was in the U.S. Well, Snow Dogs was in Alaska, I think. But no, it's an older movie from I think the 80s.
There's Kiva. Come here, Kiva. Come here. And here's Kiva. She's one. You both
in the
need baths. You
Yeah,
stink.
but
You
in the
stink.
movie, he married a woman that was also in this home, and that in the later on, she kind of had an affair, and he always came into their driveway and turned off their his headlights and like coasted in the driveway. And one time he did it, and his wife with a younger kid were doing not nice stuff, and he hit the car and something happened.
In my room, it's not yarn fibers. It's golden golden retriever hair. I got a vacuum in here again. I'm finally watching Game of Thrones. I watched House of Dragons, loved it. Now I'm watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah, House of Dragons. We watched that. I found that they could have put 2 seasons into one.
I liked House of Dragons. Oh, I love dragons. Okay, I just
Year of the
But
Dragon.
another one that I watched that I loved was Merlin. That was another good series. I love Merlin. I King Arthur and Camelot is Corgi Glitter. Yeah. I got Golden Glitter. They're not golden retrievers. They're golden goats because they eat anything. I had to pull a sock out of Kiva's butt when she was having her poop. It was 10 inches long. Our piece
Hopefully
of towel.
Not one that you knit.
Nope, she got a piece of towel and was chewing a towel because I called Barb in the morning. She had the dogs doing that, and she told me one of them ate a chunk of towel was laying over by the glass sliding doors. We're gonna have to watch to see which one ate it. Kiva, because she jumped up in Barb's bed and got poop all over her bed. I'm hollering, don't let her in the bed though. She got a turd hanging from her bum. Sorry for grossing anybody out, but yeah, it was disgusting. Like I said, I have golden goats.
That's dog.
They're part goat. They're part goat. Yeah, Game of Thrones, and of course, I watched season 13 of Call the Midwives, but there was only eight episodes. I was like, but they are filming season 14 and 15. So I love Call the Midwife. That is another great series. I watched Lucifer that was a great. It was good.
Yeah,
Lucifer was funny because the guy that played Lucifer, I mean, he played the part.
I watched some interviews with him, and I guess at the beginning they wanted him to do an American accent in that, but he said no. He would sound too much of a douche. He said that was his words.
No,
so that's
don't mind me. I've got it.
Yeah, so that's why he ended up doing his normal accent, and then when his brother comes into it,
exactly, Melanie,
who was kind of like a douche, had the American accent. But yeah.
Oh, and we don't have cable or satellite. We stream everything.
Yeah.
And another one that I'm going to rewatch is Outlander. Oh, of course, Yellowstone. I love Yellowstone.
We stopped watching that because it started getting into ickiness. So we stopped watching.
Unfortunately, though, that was when I watch these kind of shows, you have to think back. That's the way it was back then. That's the way it was. If you read through history, it was just like in Game of Thrones, the Targaryens and the Lannisters
Hmm.
keep the bloodline pure. So incest was a very big thing,
Yeah.
you know. But I loved Outlander because being Scottish, my husband being Scottish descent, and it was near where his family was. Inverness is where his family was from.
Well, we have an
Did you?
Inverness here, like Nova Scotia is New
Yeah,
Scotland.
yeah, exactly. And but so, and I Star Trek, the original series. I'll sit and binge watch. I'm always Trekkie. I loved. To me, there was only one Spock. There was only one Kirk. There was only one McCoy and
Yeah.
Scotty. Captain, I'm giving you everything. I can't give you no more, Captain. Scotty,
Good.
I need more power. But and
Or
then
the
we
doctor.
turn. Yep.
I'm a doctor,
Good
not a bricklayer.
Yep. And I've watched. I love House. The Good Doctor's another, and of course Doogie Howser. We watch all the old shows and All in the Family and.
We watched one recently. I've seen it a few times, and Dean saw it the first time. Was The Travelers?
I never saw that show.
It's on Netflix. It
You're right, Priest. You're right.
and it he didn't care for it too much at first, but then he really got into it. It's only 3 seasons. It was filmed in Vancouver, but it was supposedly in the U.S., which they do that a lot.
A lot of things are filmed in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Here, check this out. Squirrel moment. When I fly out to Australia, I have I'm talking anywhere from 15 to 20-hour layover in Vancouver. I'm going to email Gary from Urban Yarns and see if we can meet.
Yeah.
Since I have such a long layover there. And then coming back, I've got a long layover in Sydney, which I've been to before. Sydney's I'd love to go back to Darling Harbor. I loved it there. I spent a lot of time there. I just leave my hotel, walk down to the harbor to Darling Harbor, and I would sit there. And they had a laser light water show done to the song "Children" by Robert Miles. I have the CD. I love the song. My ex kept all my videos and stuff, but I actually recorded the show. It was awesome. It was about the history of the Aborigines and all that. About 22, but I think it's right at 22,000 round trip.
Up. I think it would cost. How much did I say it was going to be? Between 30-40 for one person.
Well, the thing is, I can't afford. I have to watch the price. My max on my tickets is 3,500. That's I won't
that's
go over
why
there. I won't.
we decide, and even like, what is it? Business class is the next one down.
Yeah.
Even that was going to be in the teens.
Yep. Nope.
Which would be like way more than what a cruise would be.
Well, I figure I'll put it on my credit card, and then by the time I fly out, I'll have it paid off. I've paid all my credit cards pretty much off except for my big one. I got like 5,000 or 6,000. I got to pay off on that one. Well, I've flown like all the time. I flew coach every time I flew over. Parts of my flight were upgraded to first class because we waited for the next flight because they overbooked, and we went first class on one of the legs of the flight. But coach was fine, plenty of room. I wasn't cramped.
Yeah, I find the what is it, economy or whatever, the low class.
Yep. Yeah.
That one is you're just so squished like sardines.
It depends. Well, the two airlines that I've flown was Qantas and Emirates. Those are the two
And
flights, the
Qantas
airlines I
is
flew
the
on.
Australian
And
airline.
Emirates is out of Dubai, and I've spent a night in Dubai. And actually, some of the flights I'm looking, I have the chance to fly through Dubai again. Thank you, Melanie. Yes, I was so excited. You have no idea. I was so excited to become a Canadian citizen. I really was. Um, it was my husband's dream for me to become a Canadian citizen, and it took me almost 10 years. Yes, sir, they do, and I love the flight attendants' uniforms. They are so they have these hats. Their hat, then it has a, silk scarf that wraps around like this. Their faces aren't covered, but just the way but they are so beautiful, the uniforms that they wear, and they treat coach like first class. That the treatment that they gave you, they put us up in a top hotel that they own when they caused us to miss our flight. Warren and I, they put us up, they fed us. Warren and I went just we didn't venture too far because they said don't go down into the city. But we kind of just stayed around the hotel and that. But it was a wonderful experience.
Yeah, I'd love
Melanie,
to see Dubai.
watch the Outlander. It really is. And yes, I've seen the patterns for the Outlander. Um, they have whole books on Outlander.
Yeah, you like they have the knitting books for all the garments.
Yep. And another one that Just Vintage Crochet, she did one of the inspired shawls that she wore. Don't mind me, I'm just casting my bag back on. I have a puzzle, which I have a lot of puzzles, the jigsaw puzzles to do when I retire because I love jigsaw puzzles, and I have a lot of multi-dimensional. And one of the ones I have is the tower in Dubai, and to do. Look forward to it. I also have a castle that is over 2,500 pieces. But no, Warren and I traveled all over the world, and I don't have enough yarn. Son of a gun, I gotta rip this all out. Yeah, I researched that, Demetra. Yes, but right now my project list, I'm trying to finish up. I am finishing my whips. I've got 2 pair of socks that I'm on the second sock of both ones that'll be done, and they'll be off the needles. I did frog a few. I've got the blankets to do. I'm ripping my priestess coat out because I'm going to swap out the yarn. I'm going to do it in a different yarn.
Oh,
Then,
you lived in Dubai, Zara?
oh, there's. I had them in here with me while they were waiting. They were crying.
Wow.
Holy moly! Yeah, I would love to see Dubai. That's one place I really would like to see with my own eyes. No, I would never go up in that tower, in that building, but to see it would be really nice. Oh, wow. So, would she have dual citizenship then?
And he's gonna do a day thing. Give us a price so we know what we're looking at. He is perfectly fine of just pay a little at a time as you go, and that's fine. And
Yeah, no, that's okay. I'm scared of heights. I'd say that God made me 5 feet short for a reason, to stay close to the ground.
down in there to see how.
Oh, they don't? I know there's some countries that don't. They don't allow it.
Thing is down there, that ditch down there is huge.
Yeah.
Can't bring rock in because that's a ditch. It's got the ditch.
Oh, too bad.
So, eventually,
But yeah, that's pretty cool.
I don't know.
I remember when I was in
Trees down.
elementary school, there's a U.S. couple that lived in our city.
That's the
They
big thing
were
down
in the
there.
Air Force, so they moved around a lot.
Down
And
there.
had 3 children, and each child was
But yeah,
born
he's got to
in
do
a
all the
state.
big trees down. Yeah, I'll get you those.
But yeah,
Oh,
that's
you want those
pretty
ones?
awesome. Like, Too bad they wouldn't allow like dual citizenship.
Let's open them all up. Okay. Wow.
That is pretty cool. How long ago was that been that you lived there?
Yeah.
So does Brian own the rest of that land, or does she own the full sway?
Did they have
Brian
those
have an easement to that
palm
stuff.
tree islands?
If we can do it just below her property. That might actually stop.
And I know in Dubai they also
All
tried
right,
to.
girl, big. I gotta pee, man.
I don't know if they.
You're killing me.
Use your braces.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. I had to go check on something. Oh, cool, Demetra.
Yeah, she lived there. Her old.
Oh, wow.
One of her daughters was born there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Zara, are you going to start?
Were you there when when they had started the palm tree islands? 'Cause I don't know how long ago that was when they started those. Well, they're not islands. You can get there from the mainland.
Zara, are you going to start putting some content up?
It was complete when she went there.
I miss your
Oh.
videos.
It's amazing.
I bet it is. But yeah, I would never go up in that tower.
Oh, good, Zara. I'm looking forward to it.
What's it called?
I miss.
It starts with a T.
Oh, awesome, Zara. I missed Zara's videos when she showed her whips and stuff. Zara's a beautiful knitter and crocheter. Yeah, I have a video that I was editing before I come on here. I got to finish editing it, and then I have okay, Zara, and I have this is sitting here, and I apologize, I haven't got it out. This is the last dog hair. This is the last dishcloth of the book that I've been wanting to get out. I cast on because I'm going to do a review of these collage square needles.
I thought it was called the iClip. iClip. I don't know.
So I'm going to do this today. I'm going to record this today. And then I'm going to redo because there's a lot of new fiber feeling members. I had a video out, and actually a lot of people watch this video, is the 20 questions tag. I'm kind of going to update it, just so people get to know who I am, things I've done and what my life's been like. Just so, my knitting journey, my crochet journey, and all that. Because Michael just did one listening, and his was I loved his crochet journey. It was it's nice to hear where people, got their inspiration to learn. I will tell you, Zara, I liked working with them. I did like working with them. And I just have two. One, I have a 9-inch or 10-inch for socks, and then I bought that one set. They're not cheap. Those were $22 Canadian for that set of fixed circulars. But I will tell you, they are nice needles. They are really nice to work with.
Which ones?
Collage.
I have some collage. I did. What did I do with those? I think it was a hat.
Yes, because it came in the kit that you ordered.
Yeah.
Frog. You know how many times I frog things? So, anyways, we're in an hour and a half. I'm gonna let this go until 2:00, and then I'm going to, because I have some things I gotta get done. I gotta finish getting these videos done. My headache's subsiding, so I can get it done, and I've got to go back out of the pool there. We got a break in the rain today, because I go back to work Wednesday and Tuesday. I try not to do too much before I have to go back to work, because I'm on my 5 days again when I go back.
I think we're supposed to get rain on Tuesday here.
We're supposed to get. It's supposed to be a pretty decent shift. We have Monday's supposed to be kind of a mix, and then she heats up 23, 24
Right
for
behind the
Wednesday and
coffee.
Thursday. Yeah, I need more
Up on
coffee.
top.
So that's what I wanna do another video, just kinda like, "Hey, get to know me, blah, 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 blah." I need to
I'll
do
be right
one
back.
go ahead. I need to do one talking about the Happy Mail Advent project, I've got some member packs that I've gotta put together. We have some new members, and I've gotta I try to do a once a month right now is all I can handle with my working, a members only live. And we could talk about things that they might like to do as far as the members go because, the Island Yarnies, you can thank them for having the StreamYard because that's what their membership's paid for is my StreamYard. Um, and as far as super stat chats and super stickers, that money is going to sit there for shipping for prizes. Starting this month, once a month, I'm just gonna do a draw, and somebody's gonna be the recipient of some Happy Mail. Whether I take it from a comment on a random video, like I'll tell you know who, pick a number between this and this. I have, I think, almost 600 videos plus lives, that I've done in 5 years.
Well, I believe that it's like 400 and something because I know all your videos aren't on it on your playlist. It's 400
Yeah,
and something.
my tutorials and stuff aren't on there. And I need to go in and straighten up my playlists and stuff like that. Like I said, there's a lot of admin work that has to be done. Um, I got anybody that's let's see, it'd be Lisa, Dawn Aaron. This is the only color I could get, but I got a cover for my
That's really nice and bright.
my tablet. I've got my Knit Companion on here. I've got to import some patterns because I can take just that instead of having all these paper patterns. Fiber Friday, yeah.
That's a good name.
For Fiber Friday, yeah. I need to because my members, I have some that I'm working on putting so I can put it in my videos and have it on my lives, thanking my Island Yarnies, because I want to recognize them for, they're members of the channel. And no, I membership is not turned on YouTube. That they keep emailing me, turn it on, turn it on. No. Super chats, super stickers. That's fine. And again, thank you. I got to figure out what I'm going to do, but super chats and super stickers will have some kind of a, whether it's monthly, bi-monthly, I don't know. I've got to figure it out. This is all new to me. Again, I thank everybody. Thank you so much. I almost cried. Michael and Priest there make me cry. And I do get notifications. This person, at the bottom of the video, you see that thanks. And Suzanne was the first one, and she made me laugh. I just wanted to see if it worked. It made me laugh. It made me smile. You guys made me smile. This is Sunday. I mean, I'm just in just like relax mode. No shoes, no socks, no slippers. That's all right, Melanie. I still have to do mine. My bathroom. I've got to do my bathroom in my bedroom. Honest to God, if you saw my bedroom, I've got boxes of yarn. I've got boxes to send that have to be mailed out to my son. I've got my blocking table there with stuff that needs to be blocked. But I'm trying to clean out stuff. I'm gonna do a clean out on my closet. Most of my wardrobe is going bye-bye, except for my uniforms and the stuff that I wear when I teach. And I keep a couple pieces, that, if I have to go someplace where I need to dress. The dress that finally showed up that was supposed to be here for war and service showed up, and it was in honor of his Scottish heritage. It's black, and it's got a red, a tartan here. I got out of mine before I came here, but I will tell you I'm not wearing. They're still sore. I had my mammogram on Tuesday, and they did 6 views, and I am still sore.
Oh, I remember I had one of those once, and it like they bruised me.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some.
Yeah, they bruised me. And they said you're not supposed to get bruised. Well, they can. So, well, I haven't even made the beds yet today, so and they're not going to get made. It's 1:45. What's the sense now? Right? So somebody just got steaks marinating now. Have a barbecue. Ooh, pardon me, sorry. Oh, oh my goodness. And she's gone. I should have asked you to get me water, hun. So, oh, oh gosh, I have my mind just went blank about what to talk about. No, it's a steak. It's like I don't know where you guys are, but a couple weeks ago I had a what my doctor thinks it might be diverticulitis. I had an attack a couple weeks ago. It was awful. So a couple weeks ago we did like a carnivore type diet. We had steak like 3 nights and a roast and some hamburger. We bought 6 steaks. We bought 6 steaks that totaled $90. It was one of the most expensive runs that we did for groceries. It was almost like $400 for the grocery run, which is a week. We usually get groceries and it's just over between 1 and 2 is what our grocery order is usually. But because we got all those steaks, and I don't know if I could do steaks every single night. Like I know there are a lot of people that's all they eat. Like I don't know if you know of Jordan Peterson, but his daughter has some kind of a disease, and that's all she eats 3 times a day is steak. And she's pretty healthy. I guess it's supposed to be pretty good for you. Unlike what they try and tell you to do, the what is it the table or the pyramid, the food pyramid thing. You can't go by that. You have to eat what your body wants you to eat, just not junk food, of course. Yeah, butterfly pork chops, they're the only ones that are good. But I don't like fat. And somebody gets upset with me because I cut off all my fat on my steak or my pork chops or whatever we're having. Like, I don't know. I can eat bacon, which has a lot of fat, but I can't eat it on like steak or pork chops and that. I have to cut it off. Am I weird for doing that? Do you guys do that? Or do you not mind eating the fat off of that stuff?
Green hang up. Yes, it's kind of neat. I'm back.
You're back.
I had to get some coffee. My headache finally subsided. Caffeine helps boost the gel caps. Oh, you look back there, you can see up there. That's solar flare. That's the priestess coat. And then over here is gifts from little sis and that my advents.
Uh-huh. Oh,
I
thank
would
you.
like to get rid of enough yarn that I could literally get rid of this whole one behind me. But I've got to get the boxes packed and figure out prices and stuff. A couple of my blankets are going to a fundraiser that Mama G is having in November for to buy a wheelchair for somebody. Her and Rusty do a lot of charity work, and I support charity work. I will gladly donate to stuff like that. And I left it up to her. I sent her pictures of a pocket, like a big blanket, a schlanket is what they call it. Stephen West that I did, and then my neon blanket from the Pick and Mix cow, and my seaside sampler that I did.
Hmm.
The only one I didn't put up, and I'm having a hard time parting with it, is my Leisure Art 63 block Afghan. Because with that, I have the cable pillow that I did with the make along that I did with Lisa Ladybird. That I'm going to sell as a two-piece pack. Well, see, that's the great thing, Priest, is the exchange of cultural differences, food, cultural traditions and stuff like that. That's a neat thing that we get to learn.
Yeah, today I got when we got groceries, I got a samosa. I believe samosas are Indian. I love those. The vegetable ones, I haven't tried meat ones, but I love samosas.
Let's try this. Yeah, it's getting cloudy. It's getting ready to rain here. I'm gonna try putting this on, see if this helps. Is it plugged in? Nope. It's not plugged in. I'll plug it in. And where's the remote? There's the remote. There. Makes me shadow. Let's turn it this way. There. That puts some light on it. That puts some light on it. I love rice. Just plain rice with butter, salt, and pepper. I take it to work, and that's what I have. Sometimes I'll fry up some chicken and put it in there.
White or brown?
I like the long grain wild rice. It's white and brown.
Oh, it's mixed. I don't know if we had that.
Zara, the school system over in India. Do your kids wear uniforms to school? Because I know I've noticed a lot of school systems in Europe, in Australia, and that the kids have to wear uniforms to school.
I think uniforms should be mandatory everywhere. That way you don't have, like, I know when my daughter was in school, I think it was around when she was in grade 5, if you wore a New Kids on the Block t-shirt, you got picked on.
Really?
Because they were on the way out?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I did Anthony's.
I think uniforms are a great idea. Because
I
everybody
did
has
Anthony's room in New Kids on the Block. We're showing our age, man. Boy, are we getting old. That's all right. I was one of the I don't know what day it was. Saturday, I think. Saturday or Sunday. I was on this last shift on the ferry. We were loading the boat, and all of a sudden, here comes this school bus. Honest to gosh, I thought it was the Partridge Family.
Oh, really?
Yep. The bus was all done up. I thought it was the Partridge Family. And for those of you who don't remember the Partridge Family, that was David Cassidy. A lot of girls had crushes on him. I think I love you. So what am I?
I actually saw him in concert. I think it was we were living here. I think it was 08 actually. He played at the casino in Halifax.
Oh,
so
wow.
I had a girlfriend, and I found it because I was asking people if they'd like to go see David Cassidy, and I found my friend wanted to go, so we went and had a great time. And I got her, she's pretty reserved, so I got her to go up to the stage with me because it wasn't a big venue or anything. And then he'd walk around and he'd touch your hand if you had it up and all this stuff. And she was like, "Oh, I touched him. And I said, "No, he touched you." But yeah, it was great.
Zara, that is exactly why schools should have uniforms because I know in the States when when I was going to school because I made whether I made it or my mom said it, most of my clothes were home sewn. And I'll tell you what, my gowns that I made for my dances and stuff, I'll show the other girls. They were homemade, and that's where I learned to sew. And I at one time sewed all my clothes.
Well, yeah, and these
Um,
days, like girls like to not wear too much,
no,
and
no,
boys, like we went for groceries today. We had to stop off because his brother needed to go to the bank or something, and this kid comes out of the area there, and he had like you could tell his pants were pretty tight, and he had stuff in his front pockets, his phone and something else, whatever, and like he was trying to hold his pants up, and they were like way far too far down that he couldn't keep them up.
yeah,
And it's like,
no.
dude,
I see. Here, even here on the island, I see with some of the young girls and see how they're dressed, and all I can think of is I went to Catholic school. I could hear my mother and my father. I don't think so, young lady. You get up that stairs and you cover up and that because I grew up in the era of mini skirts and stuff like that. No,
mm-hmm.
I was 13 and my mom bought me a pair of hot pants. They were red, they were white with red stripes.
I go and I mention hot pants. Yeah,
But they were nowhere near as short as Daisy Dukes. And that's what these
no,
kids are wearing. And some of them should not be wearing them because they're a little.
and the crop tops.
Yep.
It's like
I wasn't allowed to
really,
wear V-necks.
yeah.
But yeah, I think the uniforms are a good idea. Somebody says, "Oh, it makes them like it's the military." No. First of all, it makes, like Zara said, the social status
Yeah.
the same. You know, oh really? See, I mean it's and I see it on the ferry with these kids. It's like, "Oh my God, your mother let you out of the house in that?" And girls are developing quicker than
I know. What is up with that?
well, Warren used to have a saying, I'm not gonna say it, but he'd say, "These before teeth." Because you got girls 8 and 9 years old. I became a woman at 9 and a half. Okay, my purpose as a woman, I mean, but the rest of me, my brain and everything wasn't there. Girls today, their breast development and their overall physical development is, like, way beyond. Like, you hear the guys talking, "Oh, they didn't look like that when I was that age," and blah, blah, blah. I think it's all the hormones and additives and stuff that they're putting into
The food.
exactly the processed food. I try to stay away from as much processed food as possible, but it still creeps into my diet because the way I work and time.
Quick.
But, once I'm retired, I like more, like going to the farmer's market and getting fresh vegetables. But again, they want us to eat healthy, but they're making it so expensive to eat healthy that when you
Well,
go and spend
yeah.
$400 on groceries and come home with nothing, I
Well, a
mean,
couple weeks ago when I had that attack,
yeah,
like Dean looked saying like meat is what you should be eating is
high protein and
steaks.
fat.
Yeah,
You're supposed to
and
eat fat.
and so we got 6 steaks. They came to $90 for 6 steaks,
I know.
and
It's
like our
insane.
grocery bill was just under $400.
Yep. I'm spending over $1,000 a month on groceries for 2 people and 2 dogs, you know? Um, I I go and, look at, when they're asking, $6 for a head of iceberg lettuce or, $4.99 a pound for tomatoes. Um,
Well, today regular hamburger was over $8.
Yes.
It would like a couple months ago,
yeah,
maybe $3 to $4. Now it's like $8.
The girl that bought the store for me, she goes to Fredericton, and I usually get 20 to 40 pounds of lean hamburger. It's like $5.50 a pound. 'Cause she gets it right from the farmer. So that's and I'm due to get another before winter sets in. Because Barb and I will go in October, November, and we'll do a big couple grand bulk shop for the winter.
Well, one time we were thinking about buying like half a cow or something.
Yep.
Like have them do what they do with all the pieces of meat.
Yep. Yep.
And then like freeze it. Like that'd be the way to go.
It is.
I
We've
believe
looked
there's
at
some
it.
places around here that will do that.
There are some places here that do it, but it's just trying to find them. You know, I have deer steaks in the freezer still. I gave a lot of my the deer meat away because Barb eats it. I made her these steaks and she loved it. I can't eat it. And she said it didn't even taste like deer.
Yeah, I've never cooked deer myself. If I did, I
I've-
think I would want it as a hamburger.
I have cooked deer, moose, and bear. Hey, Warren was a caveman. Meat and potatoes. He was a caveman, but I learned how to cook it.
Somebody just said moose is awesome. Never had moose. I remember once I did I can't remember if it was Weight Watchers or Simply for Life. They're both pretty much the same. Try and get you to eat certain ways so you lose weight and all this stuff. And on one of them, for my week, they gave me moose meat for one of my dinners. It's like
Yeah.
you can't just go to the grocery store and ask for moose meat.
Barb did Simply for Life. She did that.
Yeah, I would lose some weight during them though.
Have a great weekend, Susanna. Thank you, dear.
Oh yes.
Feel better, dear.
Hope you feel better.
Yeah, that's dangerously high, Susanna. They're gonna. Unfortunately, stuff like that. It's a guessing game, and they keep working until they find one that works.
Yes, Dean has one that's really working well for him.
I have this here, and this I think I'm gonna be doing a giveaway on this because I have two. I'm going to be putting this in as a prize. This is a smartwatch.
Oh yes.
So I'm going to be putting this as a prize.
Oh wow.
So I put it in my prize thing. I got 14 more stitches to cast on here. Priest, I did. Warren had me do that. Also bison. And I could taste the difference. I could taste the difference.
Wow.
It's a consistency thing. I could taste the difference.
And were they cooked the same?
Yep, same pan. Warren cooked them in the pan because he also did the same thing with scallops and clams and stuff. Oh, he said you can't say you don't like something until you try it. So I would try it. I've tried ostrich, bison, beefalo. I've tried.
I tried duck. I didn't care for duck.
It's greasy and it's a dark meat.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like dark meats. And what else was it that I tried? Quail. Yes, I liked quail. That actually, the way they did it, it tastes like dressing. And like when we go on cruises, that's when you can try these dishes that you wouldn't normally try. Like I thought I would like halibut because it's a white fish, like haddock. But yeah, no, I didn't like that either.
Dragon cat, I was tricked
Kangaroo.
into trying kangaroo. When Warren and I went over there, we had a big Barbie, big cookout. And he said, "Here, I want you to try this." And it tasted like roast beef. I could taste the rosemary and the thyme. It was done on a spit. As I'm eating it, it tasted like a roast. Warren turns around and goes, "Here, Skippy." And I threw up right there. It was all up here. He loved kangaroo. And when we were at the zoo, I was with the koalas. He goes, I turned to him and I said, "How could you eat something?" Because he wanted to eat koala, right? They're protected. I said, "How could you eat? Just look how cute you are." He goes, "One forkful at a time." And I just smacked him.
I don't think I could eat any eggs raw.
I can't even eat dippy eggs,
Dippy eggs. What do you mean?
yolk.
Oh, soft boil or soft.
Soft boiled
Over
or
easy?
sunny side up. And yeah, no,
Somebody
I
likes
killed them.
those.
I kill everything I cook. I'm not a big meat eater, but I'm trying to eat more meat because the doctor says I have got to get more meat in my diet because my iron's
Yeah,
too low.
meat like red meat is extremely good for you.
I can't
Yeah.
eat liver. I cannot eat liver. I can't.
Oh, you keep mentioning foods I haven't had for so long, like liver and scallops, because somebody doesn't like them. I used to.
No.
Well, it's been like over 26 years now since I've ever had chicken livers. I would fry chicken livers up with
Ugh.
sliced onions and peppers. And I do those up, and oh my goodness.
I'm going to be sick. I'm turning green.
But yeah, scallops. Oh, I love scallops.
We get them
But
fresh from the
somebody
water
that,
here.
like, even if his brother liked them, who lives downstairs, I would like do us up some scallops. But he doesn't like them either. Well, he's actually allergic to that stuff. Oh yeah, I do like eggnog, although it's pretty bad for.
A diabetic.
Yes. Because there's a lot of stuff in that. But yeah, I do love eggnog.
There was a place that when we were trucking, there was this restaurant that had all the exotic meats, and we always had to stop there. Warren used to order alligator, rattlesnake, Rocky Mountain oysters. I almost threw up when they brought that plate to him.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
They're testicles.
Yeah. Yeah. That reminds me of that their show Fear Factor.
Yeah,
when they have them eat things that are like.
And then he had a seafood platter with frog legs and we were down in the heart of Cajun country, and he got alligator, rattlesnake, frog legs, catfish. All no, the replay winners are not picked until I have to look. Where's my notebook? When I pick the replay winners.
I've been diabetic since 2009. And one thing that I love is this thing. Libre, too. So no more pricking of the fingers. The only time I jab myself is when I take my insulin.
I have to look and see when I have the replay.
I would consider frog legs to be like chicken wings or whatever, chicken legs. There's no real meat on them. Like, I can't eat chicken wings or chicken legs. It's like, because if you bite in and then you get that rubbery vein, it's like, no, I can't do it.
I am going to have to look because I may have to. I thought I wrote it down when I was going to pick.
I thought it was going to be like
September.
So many days after it was posted.
Yeah, I have to. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the video, see when I said I was gonna pick them. Oh. Unless somebody knows offhand when I said what I said. I thought I made a note.
I thought you said no. The only thing I remember is people had to get in touch with you 7 days from the
That
day of the.
yeah. Oh, very good, Melanie. Congratulations. I will look at that today,
Thanks.
Zara, and if so, I will pick my replay winners.
Yeah, metformin just helps control my numbers. Now,
These
I was on Januvia. Now they switched that out for Ozempic, which is helping me actually lose weight.
let me see. Maybe I wrote
My
it on
doctor
here.
told me it's a side effect, which is a good side effect for me. But yeah, like so far, I guess I've lost around 20 pounds, but it goes off slowly, which is fine, so long as it's steady.
These are the prizes that have been mailed out. Melanie Jones, Dawn Aaron, Perps, Steve Flanagan's, Doris Artman, Susanna Umbris, Tammy Gibson, and Jen Reeves. Those ones have been mailed out. The other ones are getting mailed out Tuesday because the post office is closed tomorrow.
You just started what, Ozempic?
Well, some people on Ozempic, their number 2 goes 1. Oh, Melanie J. Thank you. I've enjoyed having you too. Everybody that has a prize on the way, please let me know when you get it because 99% of them were sent with tracking. So please let me know when you get your package.
Sorry to
I would
hear that.
appreciate that.
I didn't have any issues with metformin.
Thank you, Melanie. I'm glad. That's what I look for. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day. And
Yes.
in 2 weeks, we'll do this again on my next 5 days off. Okay, Melanie. Yeah, Melanie, it was mailed out on August 26th. The first batch went out on August 26th.
Yes. Thumbs up, please.
Yeah, please don't forget your thummies. Sorry.
And if you're not, are people in here that's not subscribed?
And if you're not subscribed,
Please
consider
subscribe.
subscribing. Again, I've got some channel admin to do. I've got to work on, like I said, those prizes are going out.
The ones that 4 that I have will be going out this week.
Yes. So everybody's prize packs will be out. Those that won, Michael, that's fine, dear. Thank you.
No
Thank you.
lurking.
Michael, I love you, dear. I look forward to watching your videos. And Michael, thank you so much for your support. I do appreciate it. Love your channel. I mean, I go to you for my Tunisian now. I just go and look at that stitch that you did for that shirt. I like that stitch. But thank you again. I'll be watching. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Give my best to Tony Panda, aka Panda. So that would be it. And I'll go to the Etsy shop, Michael. I'll go to one of the videos and click on the Etsy because I'm gonna get that pattern. I'm gonna get the pattern.
And Ozempic will make you feel kind of sick for a few weeks, and that.
All of you, thank you.
But yeah, thank you.
Sending you a big Deer Island hug. I'm sending you a big Deer Island Italian hug. I give good hugs. Italians like to hug.
And love from Nova Scotia.
Thank you, Michael. Yes, thank you so much. We're gonna talk. Yes, we've gone over it a little bit, but that's okay. I don't care. But I'm going to work on that stuff. So, like I said, I get the last of the packages out. I'm going to be working on my member packs that have to go out. I actually got the new members. And I'm going to work on having a clip thanking all my Island Yarnies. I do have one person that likes to remain anonymous, so I have to put that person as anonymous, but that's their choice. And figure out what I'm going to do for having a super wheel, super sticker thingy, thank you gift. Figure how I'm going to do that. I've got to update my members book and all that. And good, Drag.
Thank you, Zara, for a wonderful job.
Priest Guardian, thank you, dear. Thank you as always. Thank you. Yes, we're going to start wrapping this up now. It's been 2.25 hours. I was only going to do an hour, but my headache dissipated, so that was good. Oh, the sun's coming out. Woohoo! I'm going to go because I have to finish editing that video, get it up. I've got to film a tutorial. And over the next couple days, I'd like to have at least 2 or 3 videos that I can set to release while I'm working. I haven't done a fairy vlog for a while because we have been excessively busy, but Labor Day's here, so it should slow down. My little feet at the end of the 5 days are so tired. It's like having 2 rubber band legs. I look to climb that ladder on Sunday night and my legs say, nope. I have to hold on because I'm afraid of falling off the ladder. And I'm not afraid of heights, but my legs are just so weak. I get my 10 to 20 steps in every day. 5 to 10 miles a day is what I walk. And
Yes,
up and
Greg,
down
she always does an amazing job.
Oh, Zara is, I call it the Z team. Zara and Zoila. Those are 2 of the best moderators I've seen. And Zara is she's my lead moderator.
Totally.
I don't even have Nightbutt on.
You don't need it with Zara.
Nope, I got Zara. She's on top of it. She's an awesome moderator. Awesome moderator.
Yeah, we love
Again,
you.
thank you, Zara. Yep. She always does a great job. And Fiber family members, Island Yarnies, Yayas. We have some new members in the Yayas. It's just one big happy family. I feel like I've neglected my Yayas. I have to go and post there. But again, I need to have 2 of me. Either that or I need to fully retire.
That's a better option.
Thank you, Dragon Cat. I'm looking at, I'm going to address it next year. I'm going to see after taxes next year how things look. If not 65, I'm looking at 65.
Fingers are crossed. You'll be fine.
Warren was on Ozempic, and it was the miracle that brought his sugar down. After 10 years, it brought his sugar down. It was the only thing that got him.
Yeah,
So,
it helped me not take so much insulin. Like I'm on insulin 4 times a day.
I'm going to give my spiel here when this goes to replay. But I want to thank everybody that came. And every time the phone rings, I think they're going to call me into work. I want to thank everybody that has been here, that has been with me, supports the channel, watches my videos, thumbs up, leaves comments. Thank you so much. And remember, I hope wherever you're at, you're staying safe, you're healthy, you're happy. Doing what it is that makes you happy, like smiles and happiness, pass it on, make the world a better place each and every day, be the light in somebody's dark day. Here's bye for now from Deer Island and
Nova Scotia.
See you in the next video, next live. Love you all. Thank you again. Have a great day. Mwah.
Mwah.
Love you all.
Love you.
And thank you for coming.